Hi, my name is Elom John Amengo, Young Ambassador of the Earth Project. As the world celebrates World Environment Day, it's our pleasure here to bring you a series of interviews with key industry players about what they are doing to positively impact the environment within their scope. This moment, I have with me Dan Whiteman of Oblong Trees, UK. Going to have an interaction with Dan to know what he does and what his organization is doing that is helping solve a particular environmental challenge that we have now. Stay tuned and enjoy this session.
Hello, my name is Dan and I'm the Managing Director of Oblong UK Limited. We're a data processing company, an IT company, and historically we were not experts in tree planting or anything green. Several years ago we wanted to mitigate our carbon footprint and found this difficult. We've all been taught to do the following. 1. Calculate your carbon footprint. 2. Reduce your carbon usage. 3. Offset unavoidable carbon. Sustainable forestry needs to take into account the conservation of forests, wildlife, communities and the environment. Oblong Trees has not been running long. So far, we are concentrating on the planting and survival of our trees. We don't plant forests in the UK, we plant on small patches of land. Where possible, we use third parties to survey the land, check soil types and advise on the best trees for an area. Internationally, we use carefully selected third-party planters and we rely on their expertise and knowledge of the local area. Local communities are very much involved in our projects. We plant to reforest areas. We plant fruit trees as a source of food. We plant trees where leaves can be used as fodder to feed animals, which increases their milk supply. Our trees are generally grown in community nurseries. All of the above helps improve local communities and their respect for trees. Most of the funds we receive go towards planting trees. The rest of the money goes towards replanting trees should we lose some. We're finalising a plan over time to adjust and start putting an increasing percentage of funds towards sustaining our existing trees. Are our goals related to the SDG? Well, no. Many of our planters' goals are related to the SDG. For example, we have one planter planting along riverbanks to help clean the rivers, which improves fish stocks. When we look for a new planter, we'll look for a planter who involves and supports their local community, or are supporting wildlife, or reducing pollution, flooding, etc. Generally doing something greater than just planting trees, which in itself aligns with the SDG. I remember sitting in school over 30 years ago, watching a video on deforestation of the Amazon and global warming and how immediate action needed to be taken. I can't believe we're in the situation we're in now. This didn't just come out of the blue. We have failed the planet and future generations. We need to take urgent action now. I've answered the question so far based on our organisation and our plans to plant and maintain trees. If you're asking about the global problem, then yes, I believe it is entirely possible to sustain our existing forests and new forests yet to be planted. But I believe the attitude of the world needs to change, or we need to change how we finance green projects. Personally, I now think we should turn saving the planet into an investment opportunity where generations to come pay us back for saving the planet now. If you ask people to donate to do something green, only a small percentage will make a donation. Unfortunately, most humans are selfish and a very high percentage will only part with money for something in return. If we successfully manage to counter global warming, then generations to come will benefit. If only there was a way for them to reward us. In turn, if those generations are successful stewards of the planet, then perhaps future generations should reward them too. But is this possible? Probably not, but it's something we're looking into. Unfortunately, we currently receive no support from the UK government. It is entirely up to us to plant and maintain our trees. There is a small amount of financial support available from the UK government for planting trees and protecting them, but we have never used these grants. Longer term, as our scheme grows, we plan to make use of government funding to support our trees. We have yet to plant more than 2,000 trees at any one UK site, so we haven't had to try to convert any land officially with the government yet. But this is a worry. We hope that when the time comes, they will be supportive. We realise we can't just plant trees anywhere, and that land needs to be carefully selected and surveyed. We are lucky to have the Woodland Trust available to us in this country. We ask our landowners to get their land surveyed by the Woodland Trust and for the Woodland Trust to recommend suitable trees. In many cases, they have even provided the saplings for us to plant. We lack the space to plant trees in this country, so tree planting comes at a high cost. We can plant up to 10 trees in another country for the price we can plant one here. Trees in other countries, particularly nearer the equator, will grow faster. So we only plant a small percentage of trees in the UK. Most of the trees we have planted so far have been in other countries. We've been talking to UK farmers about planting trees on their land. Planting a substantial amount of trees leads to loss of income. Trees, even if registered for carbon credits, will only bring in a finite income. These rewards only come after many years and are reliant on trees surviving, whereas land can be used to grow crops over and over. If a crop fails one year, it only leads to a limited loss. If trees don't survive, then they need to be replanted, and this can lead to big delays in any financial gain. In my opinion, we need to find better ways to compensate farmers and landowners who plant trees on their land.
It has been a pleasure having you down on this interview, and I know our viewers have really picked one or two out of the interaction that we've had. The environment is the only place that we have. Let us all come together and safeguard it for ourselves, for generations yet to come. Thank you.